Totally forgot to film an intro on location. Alright. I am not the ultimate fisherman. Hooked another one. But I'm getting there. This is the Cahaba River, Alabama's longest free-flowing river, starting up around Birmingham and flowing all the way down to the Alabama River. This watershed alone produces a ton of biodiversity for our state in both plants and animals. In fact, the number of freshwater fish species found in this river outnumbers that of the entire state of California. So with that said, I brought some lures, I brought some worms. We've come out here to West Blockton, Alabama to try and cover as much water as we can on foot and see how many species we can start to accumulate for this entire body of water. So this is the river right here, and I'm actually going to go up into this tributary, the Cahaba Creek, down here at the end of the little road access. Water is extremely clear. There's a little sunfish of some sort, but I'm going to wade my way upstream and see what I can find up in here, because there's one particular species that I think I'll have a better chance of finding going up into these smaller creek systems rather than the entire river. And priority number one is to not get bit by a snake. Oh no, I'm hung on the rock. I think I got what I was looking for this whole time. Get up here. I think it's my target species. This is a Cahaba bass, a member of a collective more commonly known as red-eye bass. The different species of red-eyes were broken down into individual watersheds, and while not all red-eyes have red eyes, they do all have white edges on their caudal fins. So pretty good start to the day. We're gonna go ahead and get him back into this first little hole we've tried. Little Cahaba bass. Appreciate you, buddy. Going right back under the rock that he came out of. And I caught that on this little 1-inch jig. I was just hopping it, skittering it across the bottom, and he shot out from under that rock. There's also a pack of some kind of sucker that's been maneuvering around on these rocks. So after I do a bit of active fishing, I might throw on a piece of worm, toss it out there, and see if I can't get one of these little suckers to bite. But first, let's prod the rest of these rocks. Now, I have seen some slightly bigger bass. They're still creek bass. They ain't too terribly big. But I saw a couple more of them going up that way. We'll probably get some more action when we make it up there to the riffles. But this water is nice and deep and clear, so I'm gonna see if there's anything else hiding out around here. Just like that, I wasn't even paying attention. Hooked another one. This old whitetail jig getting it done. Now this one, I do not believe that is the same thing. That may be an old standard Alabama bass. Don't really have any white on his tail. His coloration is slightly different. Teeth mark on the tongue. Could be little bass. But I'm gonna keep tossing if they gonna keep biting. Been casting for a good while now. I've done swapped to a piece of wiggler, letting it sit on bottom. I was trying to go after the suckers, but I'm trying to figure out what their feeding pattern is before I toss it out there and let it soak for too long. But this little divot right here's got, looks like a log perch of some sort. A couple sunfish and things bebopping about. So very pretty, nice colors in this clear water. I like double pierced his lip. Went out one lip and came back, went in the other. There we go. Finally. Ouch. Lost my worm. Don't lose the fish. Alright. Way back over there to the photo tank. I've been hopping holes all the way up this stream. Seeing a bunch of these log perch. Never able to hook up on one. Finally managed to get one, and he wasn't even what I was chasing right then. He shot up out of nowhere and took my worm. This is the Mobile log perch, a colorful member of the darters that uses that pointy snout of his to overturn rocks on the bottom of the stream to search for food. So that is species number 4 so far today. Not as fast as I was hoping we would, but I mean, these fish have been getting stomped on, swam around, splashed at, and of course fished. Maybe not so much the log perch, but everything else has seen their fair share of bait so far this summer. So we're gonna go ahead and let this thing go on back to his super clear stream. Nice cool water. There he goes. They definitely stand. Whoop, what you doing there, bud? There you go. Hey man, you alright? You good, bud? Okay, there he goes. Yeah, them stripey fish definitely stand out. There was another bottom feeder that I was targeting over here. There was a whole school of them. So let's get back to that. There, you're big enough. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Thank you. This thing, I knew he was big enough. He just kept playing with it. Alright, buddy. I'll get you some cold water. So this is probably the most common cyprinid in the Cahaba system, the Alabama Shiner, which we already have for our list on this channel. My goodness, the color on this one. Look at you. That was just a blind cast with a little piece of worm. Look at the colors on this thing. Super dark. My goodness. That's pretty neat right there. I really thought you were a green sunfish to start off with. My goodness. How dark you are. That's pretty neat. I like you. It's getting mighty warm. Might head back downstream. That's gonna about do it for this trip to the Cahaba. It's not that terribly far from my house, so I definitely plan on coming back in the future. We knocked out, what, 5 species on this river so far out of, I think it's 135, 136, something like that. The point is we have quite a ways to go, so we will be coming back. I saw a bunch of micro species that I didn't take the time to go after with a Tanago hook just because I was trying to cover ground, and also all those bottom feeding fish are absolutely killing me, but we're going to figure those out as well. But until then, y'all have a good one.